Hi lads, this is a video explaining how to model this part on SolidWorks. This part comes from the 2014 Technical Graphics Students or paper. It's the ordinary level and it's section B question 1, and it's just not a typical stapler. So I'm just going to show you how to model this on SolidWorks. So this is one I made out earlier. I just put a few appearances on it just to make it look more realistic. But this is how it's going to turn out, basically. So I'm just going to go through how to draw one from scratch now. So if I go back to my drawing, I can see that there's two kind of main rectangular blocks that I can draw out first with total lengths on it. So if I draw them first, I can kind of use extrude cuts and fillets and things to strip back the shape and make the object. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw the base of it. So I can see there's a rectangular block measuring 110mm by 50 or plus 50, which is 160mm by 60 and 2/15, which is 90. So it's 160 by 90. So it's going to go into my SolidWorks now. I'll draw on the top plane, and I'm going to sketch a rectangle from the origin. Next thing I'm going to do is use my smart dimension function. So I said it was 160 long by 90 wide, and that's my fully defined sketch there in black. So I'm going to go back to my drawing again, and I see it's up a thickness of 20. So I'm going to use my extruded boss base function up here in the corner, and I'm going to type in 20mm. And that's my first rectangular block made out, as you can see there. Back to my drawing again. I'm going to draw to the next block here now, which is, you can see from the drawing, it's 60 height, 40 plus 20, and it is again 160 long. It's the same width as the same length as the other block. So again, I'm going to look at my top plane and I'm going to draw this again. So I sketch on this face and normal top. So I said it was it's also 60 wide. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to draw from the center line. I'm going to draw half the sketch first. So I'm going to do it half at a time. So if I just draw a rectangular sketch like this, any dimension at all, click OK there, and the next thing to do is smart dimension the sketch. So I said it was 60 wide, so it's 30 each side, and again I'll just check it should be 160 long. Yeah, it is, so I don't need to do anything with that. The next thing I'm going to do is mirror over my sketch, because this is only half the sketch. So I'm going to use the center line in the middle, and I'm going to mirror these entities here, these three lines. And that's okay there now. That's my fully defined sketch. I don't need the center line, so I'm just going to trim that. And I'm going to extrude the boss base up. Extrude my sketch profile up. So if I look at my working drawing again, I can see that it's a height of 60, 40 plus 20. So let's type in 60 here now. And that's my two first blocks made out. So that's basically the overall shape of it. So all I need to do now basically is just strip back using cuts and things like that, and just basically form the shape. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in these angle surfaces here. It's a cut 15mm in, and it goes back 110mm. So I'm just going to draw that on the top plane, and that'll give me my cut. So I'll show you how to do that now. Click the top plane, sketch on it, normal top. So I said it was 15 in, which I have anyway. So I'm just going to go back 110 and join this up. Any dimensions at all, and then time to smart dimension it. So 110mm, and this should be 15mm if I made it right perfectly. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to just draw a center line here for construction purposes, like so I can mirror my sketch over, because it's the same on both sides. So if I mirror about this center line here, and I click these 3 lines here that I want to mirror over. That should be perfect, and there's my sketch profiles. So next thing we have to do is extrude cut, and it's going to flip the direction here, and all I'm going to do is just make sure that it intersects all the shape, so, like so. And there is my first 2 cuts made, and go back to my drawing. It's just these 2 cuts here, so yeah, that looks okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I can see there's a cut on the back shape here. It's just 20 down and 80 from the back of the shape, so that's just a simple cut as well. I'm going to start that now. So I'm going to draw on this face. I'm going to select this face, sketch it. Again, normal to, look orthogonally at it. I'm going to draw my random sketch profile and smart dimension it later on. So I said it was, wait till my drawing again now, it's the 20 down and 80 long. So this line should measure 20 mil, and this one should be 80. That's perfect. So there's my fully defined sketch in black. All I'm going to do is extrude cut feature again and make sure it's up to the next surface. Yeah, it is. So cut that, 60 mil wide, and there's my sketch cut out. So again, see it's starting to take shape again now. The next thing I need to do is the middle of my stapler here. I can kind of see that I need to cut out this piece here. So if I look overall, I can see that if I come out 50 and start my sketch here, go up 10, and then I need to sketch this line here. I don't know the length of it, but I know that the fillet here is 30 mil fillet. So if I take 30 millimeters from my total 110 line from here where I started my sketch, it should give me 80 mil. Just basically 110 minus 30 is 80. So I know that length of the line is 80, and I come up another 10 mil and then finish out my sketch till the end. And if I just basically draw that out and cut it through, then that should give me my shape. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I'll just show you here now on SolidWorks. So again, I'm going to be drawing on this face, so I select it, draw a sketch on it, look at it orthogonally 90 degrees again, and normal to. So as I said, I know this line is 50 because that's where I started my sketch, is 110 and this is 50. So if I just start my sketch here and I come up 10 like I said, and this line should be 80, up another 10 and finish up my sketch here, then just join it up. Oh, those are random dimensions, but I'm just going to dimension it now. So like I said, this is 10 mil here. This line should be 80, which is 110 minus 30. This line should be 10 as well. And the rest of the sketch should be okay. So next thing to do then is just cut this through to a dimension of 60 mil, because I know that this block was 60 wide, so if I just make it 60 mil, it'll cut up to the surface here. Yeah, there we go. So there's our sketch profile cut out, and it's put into isometric now. You can see it's starting to take shape, like this pictorial view here in the work and drawing. So that's nearly done now, lads. The last thing I need to do is put in this 30 mil fillet at the top, which is an easy job. All I need to do is select my fillet, type in 30 mil fillet, and select these 2 edges here. And you can see a preview of the fillet there, and just click the green arrow, and that should do that for me. And there is my object modeled on SolidWorks, lads. So that's all.